live. This is our.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
We don't have the audio yet. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kyle Elizabeth Wood, and welcome to the first edition of Bohemia Live, right here in Monterey Bay on Wave Street Studios. Now, I've been having a little bit of a problem. I feel like I need a physical trainer. I get in, I feel like a little whoosh, a little this, and the knees, oh my goodness, the knees are gone. So I think I'll call a physical trainer. Here's Johnny.
Thank you. My name is Johnny De Leon, personal trainer here in Monterey. My main focus is to teach compound movements safely and effectively. So by the time I'm older, I can still do this. My knees aren't messed up, my elbows, my shoulders aren't torn up. My main focus, especially in this area, there's a ton of athletes, mainly football. So when you throw 50, 60 guys in a room, it's hard to keep like the technique. You just say, here, do this, you're gonna lose technique and you're gonna lose form. So I try to help these athletes with one-on-one personal training as far as bench, squat, deadlift, or anything to manipulate the muscle right, not keep the pressure on the joints, learn how to load their hamstrings, learn how to load their glutes, and to lift safely and effectively. So by the time they're done with the sport, they're not torn apart. That's what I do.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, how about a demonstration of that for my knees in particular?
Okay.
And you're going to hear all kinds of terrible noises.
Oh my, okay. For example, you could just go to the ground and pretend like you were going to pick up a barbell.
Okay,
Just-
pick up a barbell.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. See,
Right,
for
show
example, yeah. So first off, like you didn't know. So
No.
your knees shoot forward, your back kind of rounds. To take the pressure off the knees, you kind of want to sit back in the heels, tighten the
Did
tighten
you
the
hear
back.
all my bones crunch?
Yeah, I heard that.
I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to sit back in the heels,
Okay.
take some of the pressure off the knees, and when you're
And
back,
you should
yeah.
always be wearing high heels when you do this, right?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, like when I'm down here, my back's rounded.
Okay.
I would try to bring my shoulders down, get a nice
Oh.
tight back. So I put the pressure on my hamstrings rather
Okay.
than on my joints.
Okay.
You want the pressure on the muscles instead of your joints, so you don't.
And then tuck under and squeeze it?
Pretty much.
I know that part. Tuck
Yeah,
under and squeeze it.
Exactly. So I
Okay.
just try to teach safe and effective movements and try to do them the right way, so you can break the stereotype when people think it's bad, it's damaging to your body, and it's an ego lift. It's not. It's healthy and it's rehabilitating. So.
How old should a person be before they start fitness? Because we're worried about our kids being out there playing football itself.
I mean, I train kids as young as 12.
Okay.
Yeah, just teaching the basics though. That I mean, I'm not getting them under heavy weight, just what their body can handle as far as fully lengthening and fully shortening the muscle, just to teach them body mechanics. So when they get older and they start lifting, nothing changes. They don't
Okay.
go and they say, "What do I do here?"
Well,
They know what to do.
And Johnny, I Yelped your company. He's got one of the highest rated Yelp companies.
Yeah.
And that company is?
Neil's Fitness in Sand City, 730 Redwood Avenue. Come by and say hi.
So can you show us some other things? Ladies, you want to join us?
Yeah,
Show
that's
us
fine.
some moves.
Okay, that's fine. I guess we can do a squat. So I
We
guess
can do a squat. Can
yeah.
we do squats?
yeah, everybody can
watch
try
your
to squat.
knees.
Yeah.
Joanne and Veronica, right?
So if you were to squat normally, show me how you would do it. If you were just to pretend that you had weight, or you can use your hands, just down
Okay,
and up.
squat normal. I've got my glasses here.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard in high heels.
Nothing's hard in high.
No. So go ahead and do that again. Yeah. So see, your knees kind of come in, and your heels kind of come off the
That's
ground.
what we want to know.
Just like I said in the last,
I
the
already,
last
I already
demonstration.
messed
Yeah.
it up.
You want to sit back. You want to take the pressure off the knees, off the hips, and sit back, down and up. Yeah.
Good for thighs.
Yeah.
We-
You want to
'cause we
keep
need to
you
work
want
on
to
these
keep the
thighs.
knees from coming in. You always want to force them out. Pretend that you're spreading the floor apart.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good in a dress.
Kind of
Yeah.
try to grip the floor. Yeah. So pretend that you're pushing through your big toe, pinky toe, and your heel all in one, and try to grip the floor and push
Oh,
through it.
Gripping the floor. Grip that
Yeah,
floor,
and
girl.
push your knees out rather than going forward and putting all the weight here. Especially when you get 400 or 500 pounds on your back, it can be damaging.
It's tough when I get that 400 or 500 pounds on my back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough. So what is another move for someone like us?
We need to tone.
You need to tone.
Tone.
Do you want to lay down? do you?
Exactly. Let's lay down.
Okay.
This
Are you
carpet-
fine with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
Yeah. Go
We're
ahead.
good, aren't we?
Yeah. Go ahead and
Come on,
lay on your
girls.
back like you're gonna do a sit up.
Okay, I'm laying this way though,
Okay.
camera. Okay? Okay. Come on, I'm going this way. You go that
Oh.
way. Okay.
The most basic move that I teach people just to learn how to squeeze their abs first is just a
Oh,
crunch.
we want abs.
Yeah. Yeah, just to tone the stomach. I mean, we're not doing full sit-ups or anything. All you're doing is squeezing your abdominal wall and letting go. You just want to squeeze and stretch. Nothing extra with the neck, nothing extra with the legs. Just squeeze and let go.
Legs be up or they should be?
They're fine on the ground. They're fine planted like that. I know she has a dress on, but
Okay.
yeah, feet together and just squeeze and let go. That's all you need to do. Just a basic movement. Where your head and your neck will come off the ground. Squeeze your stomach nice and tight, and you'll naturally start to pick yourself up, and at that point, you just release and do it over again. That's it. No extra movement needed. All you're doing is squeezing your stomach to naturally pick yourself up. You don't need to bend your neck. You don't need to,
And how many of these should we be doing?
a lot more than
I mean, like how many sets?
sets. I mean, I usually start off just with 4 sets of 10, 15, just to get people doing it, and then we'll go into 25 and 30. Yeah. Then we add weight.
And what do we do? What do we do when we're adding weight?
That's what's the whole point of trying to get the movement down correctly. When you add weight, you want to be so in tune with your body that nothing changes. Just like with the squat and the deadlift that I showed you, you want to be so used to getting right and getting the weight loaded onto your muscles so that when the weight goes up, nothing changes and the movement's the same every single time.
Okay, well, you're all
Yeah.
buffed up. Okay. She is going to demonstrate touching your buffed up, right? Okay. Okay. So can you do a, what is that called?
You want me to do that?
I mean, not take off your shirt.
Okay.
But I mean,
Right now?
unless, of course, you feel compelled.
No, I'm fine. You want me to?
We could try. But
Okay.
yeah, okay. No.
Yeah.
But to be able to hold your arm, because my husband will kill me if I do this. But at the camera.
Oh.
Okay. So now, make it, you know, versus this one. Huh?
I mean, you still have muscle tone
Well,
already.
I work out all the time.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, do mine because I don't. My arms are so bad. It's terrible.
I can fix that.
I need that.
Okay, so obviously, you, again, pay attention to the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah.
You have been working out for how long?
Now, 3.5 years,
3.5 years.
Yeah.
So were you a skinny mini little kid?
I was chubby.
You were chubby.
I was
So
that
tell
kid.
us that story.
I was that kid. I didn't grow until my junior year of high school. Like during the summer of my junior year, going to my senior year, I like grew 6 inches and I lost some of the chub, but I was nothing. Like, I went through senior year and I wanted to fix it. My sister's husband at the time was a bodybuilder, so like the weekend I graduated, he moved up north where I'm from, and we just started working out, and I never stopped.
So that's what motivated you.
Yeah, I wanted to look like him. I saw him, I was like, I want to look like that. And
So did you say how old you were?
20.
When you began, you were 20.
No. When I began, I was 17.
You were 17.
Yeah, I just graduated high school.
So you'd lived that really fun, chubby guy high school.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. How did
Uh,
that feel versus how you feel now?
It feels a lot better now. I mean, back then I wasn't fast. I played basketball, but I wasn't like the greatest. I was never like super athletic. I went to a small school. Like we only had 96 kids in the whole school, so there wasn't a lot of opportunity for sports. Once I started working out, I found that outlet, and then I moved out here and I played football for a year at MPC. Found that, and then I never stopped. And it
Fantastic.
feels great now.
So you believe, what is your philosophy of exercise?
That people of any age can live properly and effectively. There's a huge stereotype of it's an ego lift, and it's like as far as powerlifting, which is what I do. There's a huge stereotype of it being it's dangerous to the body, it's taxing, which it is, but it can be done safely and effectively. So by the time I'm 40, 45, I can be doing this still. My body won't be taxed to the point I can't walk.
So aside from lifting, and can you, I know you don't have any weights on you, but can you give us an example of what a proper lift is with an imaginary weight?
Yeah, like I showed you earlier.
Yeah, well, do it again, but give us the face. We want to see the face.
I don't really make a face.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, like
We
I showed
want
you
the
earlier,
face.
it's
Come on.
all about the setup and repeating. You want to
Okay.
make the motion repetitive. It's
Okay.
the same thing every time.
Let's
so I would
see.
step up to it. I'd make sure.
And
my
how
feet
much
were
weight
planted.
are you doing now?
Like, well, the most I've done, I have 2 state records, 1 in bench.
2 state records?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was pretty cool. I have 1 in bench for 320 at my body weight and age class, and then 1 in deadlift at 540. I would have had 550, but my hand ripped on the bar, and it flew off.
I hate when that
I
happens.
know, it sucks.
I know.
But yeah,
So show us. State champion twice.
yeah.
Go for it.
So I would walk up to the bar normally, just get my feet set, make sure my knees are bent. I have soft knees, soft hips. Sit back, grip the bar, squeeze it, and make sure my back loses the roundness. Tight stomach, big breath, and shoot up. And just pull the hips through and squeeze the glutes. That's all it is. Hmm? I try to make it fast. You're trying to stand through the ground. You're trying to push and pull at the same time and get it off as fast as possible.
So when the guys drop the bar, are they supposed to do that?
In competition, you can't drop it. You're supposed to control it on the way down. So I would have to come up to the top. They'd see that I came all the way up. They say down. You drop it, and you hold it, and then you let go. So you can't just let go. That's more in like football when they're just lifting
And making the face.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, okay. So any last words you would like to give us for coming to see you? Why should I come and see the 2-time state champion, Johnny Be Good?
Because like I know what I'm doing. I can teach you how to lift safely and effectively. That's my main thing. That's all I preach to people is you can do these movements and they're not taxing your body. They're rehabilitating.
Now, do you teach women?
Yeah, of course.
So, yes, of course. So women are out there lifting.
Yeah.
Here in, where's the address?
Sand City, 730 Redwood Avenue, Sand City.
So women, older people.
Kids, anybody. I have clients right now 12 through 65, and I teach anybody in between.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I feel fitter already. Smaller. Huh? Huh? Do that.
We could do it.
Do it. Look at
No, I don't do butt. Okay.
You did.
We could do that.
Yeah, I win. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies, let's have a seat. Stealing my sweater back. A round of applause for Johnny, don't you think?
Thank you. Thank you.
I did not know that women could lift. I did. CrossFit, yes, but I mean lift. I think my dress is stuck in here. I worked so hard to have you see it, and then here I am. I know.
What did you say on the email?
Yeah, you're not repeating what I said on the email. Ladies and gentlemen, about to happen within 2 weeks is one of the biggest events in our Monterey Bay, and that is the Concours d'Elegance. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to be jam-packed, even some lemon vehicles. We're going to have vehicles of every kind, every make, every possibility. We're going to have car parties. Should I say I've been invited to Bentley and to the Aston Martin? Should I share that?
See, husband retired, I don't get the Laguna Seca stuff as much.
She went to Laguna Seca. So there's all these events that are going on for all of us. And we get excited, and we even have an occasional cocktail, because these parties I'm going to, while they don't let you test drive while you're drinking, there is liquor around. And it's wonderful. And they have drinks that are dedicated to each different kind of car. It is so much fun. And the food's dedicated to the different kinds of cars. We have people all the time. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful venue and a beautiful place that, gosh, it's paradise on earth. And just peeking at the ocean when there's no Concours d'Elegance going on, which will be the 20th, right? That's Sunday the 20th, is Concours itself. But Car Week starts on the 15th, and it's going to go crazy. Meanwhile, you've got people looking at our beautiful ocean. We don't have a fire this year. No, we have 0 fire. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to have people, which is exciting for the businesses. It's exciting for everyone. However, it's also really distracting. Not only can I be having a cocktail before I go somewhere, I'm looking at the beautiful ocean. I might be saying, do I look great for the party? I'm looking in my rearview mirror. I'm putting on my lipstick. I am distracted. My cell phone rings. I shouldn't pick it up, but maybe it is the Rolls-Royce party. So I'm not going to pick it up because I'm not that kind of gal, because I have friends like these. I'm introducing you to the faces of distracted driving, just two. There are many. They're going to tell you about it. We're going to start with Veronica, and she's going to tell you her story.
It started January 29th this year. My son went out to meet a couple of friends. He was at one restaurant, and they failed to ID him. Him only being 20 years old, the restaurant where he went in, didn't ID him. They sold him beer. They also let him consume beer. Probably about an hour in, or an hour and a half that he was there, they decided to go ahead and kick him out because he didn't have his ID, or because they couldn't prove that he was, white, and he wasn't. He's underage. He forgot his wallet at home and his ID. I have his ID. He went to the second restaurant after driving already intoxicated, which is a big mistake that he did. And then after that, he went to the second restaurant. They allowed him to come in. Manager told some of the waitresses, go ahead and serve everybody. They didn't card him. They didn't card him at all. He was there a couple of hours. Maybe he got there about 10. And he drank so much that inside that bar, he fell twice. And still, even when they saw him fall, no one bothered to help him. He got up, and witnesses say that they gave him water. I don't know how true that is. They put him in a back table. The manager knew about it. The waitress knew about it. People that he was going to be there with or meet there knew about it. They said that they took the keys away. How do you take keys away? How do you do that? And you turn around and you go inside because you want to go to the restroom. That's what one of the girls said. What, you put him in the ignition? You don't do that. She contradicted herself so many times. Management, awful management. No one bothered to do anything. He was an only child. He was my only child. He was nobody's kid. They were just there, those businesses, just to make money. He was nobody's brother, so nobody cared. Like if he was just some kind of animal that they just let him there and just let him leave. He drove drunk, got in his car, sped off. Another mistake that my son did. And a lot of people have judged him for that. He's no longer here. I'm here, and I'm giving the face. I'm not afraid. I'm giving the face. And that's why I'm suing these restaurants, because they failed to be responsible. So my son leaves. He's drives 2 miles. He was driving 118 miles per hour. He calls his girlfriend at about 1:17. He's distracted. He hits a curb, slammed his brakes at 69. According to the forensic engineer, he had a Lexus IS F Sport 350. That car just hit the tree. He passed away immediately to multiple blunt force trauma. The car sped out. The engine tore from the car. He hit a second tree. And the car was engulfed in fire. He had no chance whatsoever. His death was about at 1:22. A responding officer arrived about 1:31. I couldn't even go. I was recommended by the coroner, by the detective, the coroner, Monterey County, that I could not go see my son. I wasn't able to go in there and see my son. It wasn't recommendable. How bad he was badly burnt. It's horrible. These places are gonna be shut down. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of patience. ABC, Alcohol Beverage Control, is still investigating. My lawyers are still investigating. And due to this, I'm now a member of the MAD organization, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. I've been speaking out. I haven't really mourned. I guess my way of mourning is being an activist. Talking to people, not young people, not only young people, but older people, anybody. We're not exempt. We're all faces of distraction. We all, at some point, consumed alcohol. We've all been irresponsible, but we need to be responsible when we're drinking. I'm not against the alcohol. Like a lot of people say, oh, you know, they take that really wrong. They attack me and they say, oh, well, now all of a sudden, you know, this happened with her son, and now it's not that. It's about responsibility. Like I said, I'm attacking those restaurants because they're irresponsible.
I understand how you feel. You had stated that you felt that your son, now through his death, was a teacher.
Yes, he aspired to be a paramedic, and now he's gonna be a teacher, because I'm gonna live on, I'm gonna live for him. I'm gonna be his voice. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna talk to everybody and anybody I can reach, whoever I can. And I'm gonna attempt to help whoever I possibly can. If they wanna be helped, they're gonna listen. They're not, but that's my mission.
A sad and interesting take on Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, because your son was the drunk driver, but he was a youngster.
He was an underage drinker.
He was an underage drinker. My heart goes out to you. We have another sad story along the same lines.
Yeah, my nephew, and he was also my godson, just got off of work. Friend was celebrating his 21st birthday, and Tyler decided to go to a bar that is notorious for over-serving the patrons. And Tyler went over there, was only there 20 minutes. And in that 20-minute span, Tyler was double the legal limit for Washington state legal rules. Tyler liked to speed. We didn't know that.
So this is not in California?
This was not in California. It was in, he lived on Steamboat Island and
a
Lacey,
national
Washington.
problem.
It's a national, absolutely, absolutely. Tyler had just turned 22, 2 weeks prior to his death. He had his life planned for him. He got his GED, he graduated from high school, he went to college, he had just graduated from Lee Cordon Bleu Cooking School in Seattle. He had his life planned. He was also a young father of 4-year-old twin boys, Danny and Charlie. His life was for those kids. He just made some mistakes that night. It was my dad's birthday. He was on his way home, and on his way home he was speeding. We found on his cell phone later he did some snapshots of his speedometer. He was up to 115 at one point. Our stories are pretty similar. He had pointed 115 was the highest. There was an 80, a 90, and the less than a mile from Tyler's house, he decided to pull out his cell phone, and he decided to videotape himself. And in that process, he wasn't looking at the road. He was paying attention to his phone. And when he looked up, it was too late. And he crashed into a light pole, was killed instantly, and his car went airborne, and flipping and rolling airborne, he crashed into 4 different trees. The last tree sheared the top of his car, and by the grace of God, Tyler did not get the effects of that happening to his car. You would not know that little car is a Jetta, a little Volkswagen Jetta. There was nothing left of his car. And he was partially ejected because his foot was pinned underneath. Tyler had made some minor injuries outside, but everything was internal. Everything, neck was broken, his back was broken in half. He had massive injuries to his head. His heart bursted. I mean, there are so many things that happened to him inside that this kid who's so much like my son, to my family, to my husband, I got the call from the coroner's office at 6:30 in the morning. And I had to make the call to his mom, to his dad, which was my sister, and my ex-brother-in-law. And to hear those words that I now can never get out of my head, is this Joanne Higgins, this is the Washington State, and all I heard was coroner. And I knew who he was talking about. And you know, Tyler made some bad choices, and I honestly think if he had known, maybe he wouldn't have done it, I don't know. But he had such a career ahead of him. He just got a job promotion that night. It was his friend's birthday, it was my dad's birthday. He was really homesick of, you know, his family in California. There was so much, I mean, his death was so preventable, and that's the reason why I'm advocating so hard to be his voice before his voice for his children, because no family should have to have a video of the last 6 seconds of their loved one's life.
And we would like to show you that now. So please, before any event, as this beautiful concourse and Car Week is coming up, get a designated driver and have a
Absolutely.
Wonderful time. I tease that I'm the designated drunk, or my husband is, and I'm goofing around with that, but that's the truth. Never, ever make the mistakes these boys did, make the mistakes the restaurants did. You have to be responsible, and let's see what you don't ever want to see.
The sheriff's department wanted to get this bar closed because this bar is notorious for over-serving their patrons.
But do show that
Notorious.
now.
Oh, shoot, sorry. Oh, darn it.
And while she's working that up again, my plea is that we have a great time at Car Week. We enjoy those cocktails. We enjoy them with that designated driver because, again, Mom, Auntie.
So that was his last 6 seconds, if you want me to play it again. It's kind of hard to see the light.
That's a young man who had a future. This is the mother of a young man that had a future. And now they don't, due to distracted and drunk driving. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The thing I want to thank too is the fact that I have asked permission of these brave women if they wouldn't mind me to be jovial at the end. And I asked for some happiness because they're about happiness. They're about moving on. They're about the positive to this terrible tragedy that's happened to their lives. So I would like to introduce, if I might. Are we ready? Yeah. We have a little surprise of happiness and joy, and I wish Tyler's sons were here to enjoy this.
They're on their way. They're coming from Washington right now. They're in Oregon.
And I'm going to set this up. One of my favorite places to go in Monterey, I live just up the street. I walk to Canney Row all the time. Lucky me, you bet. But when my grandson Max, and he's 10 now, comes down, the first thing he says is, I have to go to zucchinis. Now, if you have not been to zucchinis, even if you're grown-ups, you just need to go and you get a free show. I love the word free. Anybody like free?
Yes,
Free.
we love free.
We're all about free. Raise your hand if you like free. Free show. You get a free show. You go in and they do all these wonderful things. But if you have little kids, Max has been transfixed with magic since he was 6. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason the kid's in Mensa now, but he is. That's a grandma brag. We get to do that.
Hey, I'm telling you, I've got 4.
So we're going to just wait a few moments, and we're going to have some hocus pocus, some prestidigitation, some magic, and some apparently paper shuffling. In the meantime, I will talk about this show as it moves along. We're going to have authors. We're going to have, I understand this, something comes down here, and if you want to hang and do spins in the air, we could hang and do spins in the air if we wanted
That
to,
works.
apparently, and swing and stuff. Meanwhile, ta-da!
Looks like I'm ready. So is it okay if I go out here?
You can.
Okay.
Are we good
So-
sitting here and just observing?
Yeah.
Yay!
So I know. Thank you. My name is Michael, by the way. I work at the Zucchini Tricks and Things, and I've been doing magic for a little bit over 13 years now. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but for kids, yes. So I brought a couple of tricks for you guys. Let's see, who likes card tricks here? I mean, you gotta like them. So I have a deck of cards here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'm gonna have you guys kind of help me out, okay? So let's see, I'll do.
Should we sit over there so that he's facing the camera?
Yeah.
Are we good? Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
So here I have a deck of cards. I'm going to show you guys. It's a red deck. Okay. There's no blue, white cards sitting in there. Also, the cards, they're all different from the front. Okay. I want you to watch this. I'm going to show the camera and then I'll show you guys so you guys can all see the cards. They're all different there, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to riffle through the deck. You're going to tell me when to stop whenever you get that feeling in your head. You ready? Here we go.
Stop.
Okay, go ahead and memorize the top card. That's going to be her card. Now don't forget the card because I'm going to need that card in a sec. You guys saw the card? Let's see if I can find it. Now your card is somewhere in there, but if I snap my finger, that should do it. Your card was a black card, right?
Yes.
Was it this one here, the 8
Oh
of
my God,
spades?
yes, it was. Yes.
There it is, 8 of spades. I'm not done yet. Here, I'll take the 8 of spades. Let's see, I'll try it again. I'll lose that card. I'll lose it in the middle there. See, it's in the middle. Go ahead and push it in there for me. There we go.
Oops, there we go.
It's in the middle, right?
Yes.
As a magician, you shouldn't trust me. It's back at the top, guys. Here. One more time, but I'll do it a little bit slower. I know, I'm quick. Sorry. Now, you guys are probably wondering there's more than one 8 of spades. No, they're all there. Actually, There is one 8 of spades there, actually, like all of them.
Oh my God.
52 of them. But there's one card, there's always a different card. It's right there. Is that different?
Yes.
It's different. It looks like it's a 5 of diamond. It's always a snap that does it, see?
Wow.
Now these are just like kind of a little bit more tricks that are a little bit more kind of hard to do. But I always find the simplest tricks to be more effective and more impressive. It's kind of funny. Have you guys seen this trick before? Ball and base? It's one of the oldest tricks in the books. I know I had it when I was a kid with the magic set. So there's a red ball. Now the story goes, the red ball goes inside the pocket. It goes in the pocket, inside the pocket. Now that vase, you can see it's empty. I'll go ahead, I'll cover that vase there. Let's see, can you guys say abracadabra for me?
Abracadabra.
And the snap that always does it, it makes that red ball go back in there. How about, I'll make it vanish. I love this part, where I make it vanish and I make it appear inside your pocket. Yeah, it's in your pocket. The left one there, left one. You feel it? It has to be in there.
No way.
Yeah, it's in there. No, I'm kidding. It's over here.
It's right there.
It's back. Now, if that was possible, that would have been a bit creepy if it was in there. That would have been some like Chris Angel stuff there.
So you've been to zucchinis before.
Now, at the Zucchini's Magic Shop, we cater to a lot of different magicians, close-up, mentalists, also stage, which I usually do now. And here I have a stage trick for you guys. So I want you to see the bag. See the inside of the bag. It's completely empty. But in the magic world, an empty bag, it's never empty, I'll tell you why. Because there's actually a blue flower box in there. Ooh. But there's not just only one. There's a second one. It's all the way down inside the bag. You can't see it because it's invisible, but let me go ahead and get it out. There we go. There's a second one. Now there's a third one. Thank you. There's a third one all the way in the bag. I think it might be a red one. Yep, it's a red one.
Oh.
Now there's a fourth one. I know.
No way.
Crazy. But it's invisible. You can't see it.
Can you do this with diamonds?
Not yet.
Yay, that's wonderful.
Kyle loves diamonds.
Well, who does?
I'm telling you.
Now that's just a little bit. But let's see. Let's see what else can I do. I have this, it's funny. I actually knew this day was going to come. So I went ahead and I turned over. There's a face down card. It's down inside the deck. I want to show you guys in a sec. The deck goes in there. Let's see, go ahead and hold the deck for me. Okay. I'm going to try like a mental trick right now. So let's see. Go ahead and think of a number between 1 and 10, okay? Any number you like. Okay. And let's see, can you think of a suit? It could be hearts, spades, diamond, or clubs. Good, I got it. What was the number?
7.
7. What was the suit?
Hearts.
7 of hearts. Check it out. There's one card. There's one card. It's face down. 7 of hearts. It's face down. Let me show you guys. I'm going to spread through the deck. I'm going to do it slowly. That 7 of hearts, it's right there.
No
way. It's the only one.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. Right?
Go ahead. Turn it over. Is it the 7 of hearts?
Oh my God.
7 of hearts, right there.
Amazing.
Hey, it worked. Now that's just a little bit of what we do. Same with once again, I've been doing magic for a while. And ever since I was a kid, actually, before I worked there, I will always come there and I will spy all of my tricks there. And I never thought.
And you do performance as well.
Yes, I do my show. It's called The Magic Man Live. It's a show that I created. It took me about 2 years to do. And it takes place at the Bluefin Cafe. It's only a short distance from the Wave Street Studios. And it's actually playing this month, August 26th at 7 o'clock. It's on a Saturday. If you guys have time, you should check it out. It's an awesome show. It's also like an emotional roller coaster, which the show, it just plays with your emotions. It's sometimes you'll feel happy, sometimes you'll feel excited, sometimes you'll feel sad.
My son watches you.
That's awesome. So it's not your ordinary typical magic show. It's more than a show. It's an experience. There's also a lot of special effects, live birds. There's music, the whole shebang. It is just crazy. Now, before, I don't know how much time do we have. Let's see.
We could do another trick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and I'll do another one. Let's see, I haven't done, let's see, I'll do a money trick.
Oh, we like that.
Even more so than diamonds.
I do too. So here I have a box. Now usually I always have a table with me. I'll try to use whatever around here. I'm gonna use this table, this chair. Let's see if I can work with this. So here, oh, that's a Sharpie, we need that. So there's a black scarf. We're gonna use that scarf. Now we need some money for this trick, so let me grab,
Glad you brought it.
there's a dollar
saying.
bill. Now, what I want you to do, go ahead and place your initials on that bill. I'm gonna show you guys her initials in a sec. And go ahead and write your initials. Let her write her initials
Oh, you
on
want
there.
her to write it?
You can put your initials on there. Anywhere on that bill for me. Good. And I have a sealed container. We're going to get that in a second. You want to put your initials on there too?
Me too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be kind of difficult to switch that bill now. There's 3 initials on there.
Got it.
I have a sealed
There you go.
container. We have a black silk and a couple keys that are going to come in handy in a sec. So I'm going to do this kind of slow so you guys can keep track. There's their initials. Is that VR?
Yes.
VR and KW and JH. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to roll up the bill. Actually, go ahead. You're going to hold the keys.
Okay.
And I'm going to have somebody hold that bill in a sec. I'm going to roll it up here. Now, I'm not going to fold it up too small where you can't keep track of it, okay? Here we have that black silk. You can see it's just an ordinary silk. There's no
I'm
wire.
watching his hands like crazy.
Yep.
So am I.
I'm watching.
So go ahead and hold the bill there for me. Now I have a sealed container here. It's a little bit stuck in my pants.
Cool magic outfit too. Notice? Yes.
So there we go. You can see that thing is completely, it's solid. So I'll take the bill back and go ahead and hold that up in the air for me.
Okay.
So there's her bill. Her bill's still there. You want to feel the bill? Make
Oh,
sure
I
it's
do.
still
I want
it's
it.
still in there,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I feel it. I felt
It's
it.
there.
Here we go. On a count of 3, this is going to happen really quick. Sealed container, dollar bill. 1, 2, 3. That bill vanishes. I'm guessing. Remember those keys? Go ahead and open that up. Let's see what's inside. I'm not going to touch anything.
The girl whose glasses were on it. Okay. Hey. Okay.
Here, I'll take the little pieces away.
Okay.
There we go.
He knows I'll lose the
You can
keys.
take that little knob out of there. There should be something in there. If I did this
my guess.
correctly.
Open it up.
Yeah, you can go ahead and,
me?
Yes.
there you go. Go ahead and dump out whatever inside. We can get it out sometime tonight. Oh boy.
It's being stubborn.
We're taking a
You
nap
see,
now.
even a professional magician is never professional. Oh, there we go. Let's see what's
Oh,
on there.
no way.
No
Oh my
way.
gosh, wow.
Wow. Ta-da!
Thank you.
That needs, you need a ta-da machine. Ta-da!
I
I guess you
know.
have me. You have me. That was wonderful.
That was
It
awesome.
was.
How did
That
you do
was
that?
awesome. No, that was awesome.
You were watching his hands. I was watching his hands.
Let's see, I'll do a rope trick. I hardly do rope tricks, but I sure do
I think we
more.
have time for one more.
One more? Okay, good. So, I want to show you guys. Here I have 3 ropes. Now those ropes, they are solid. Okay, I'll go ahead, I'm going to loop them up here one at a time, okay? You can go ahead and pull on that, hold it, and I'm going to pull on it. See, it's solid, right?
Solid.
Good, you can let go. Now if I snap my finger, there's one. They all become
No way.
linked. I can also link them though. And then I'll grab the middle, that's the soft part of the rope there. It'll just
Oh my God.
unlink together.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Now once again, that's just a little bit of what I do, but if you come and check out my show, will blow you away.
And you're also at Zucchini's.
Yep. Also, you can catch more magic at the Zucchini Tricks and Things shop. We're open from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock. Saturdays, we're open a little bit later till 8 o'clock. And then Sundays, we're open from 10 till 6. Sometimes we'll stay open a little bit later for you guys if you come in a little bit late.
And might I say that when you are walking along Canney Row, to make sure that you do check out these shops. It's kind of a little trick, but they have a sign out front that magically will draw you in if you're paying attention to the word zucchini.
Yes.
It will draw you in, and then it's got all this great stuff around. If you don't want to purchase anything, that's fine, because zucchini and the great, say your name?
Magic Man.
The great magic man, they're busy doing tricks. And if you purchase one, they take your, especially your
Yes.
little one, my little grandson, they take, if you buy one, then they take you to a secret spot and teach you the magic
Yep.
trick.
That's what we're kind of known for. I know a lot of magic shops.
Yes. So
Do that.
my grandson says, we're going to zucchinis rather than the beach or the aquarium first.
There you go. And it's funny, I get a lot of kids who come in there, and then I tell them, what was the best part from your trip? And they say, the magic shop.
Exactly.
And I will suspect, I mean, I think they will say, oh, the aquarium or the beach. No, it's a magic shop. And I'm happy that they think it's a great attraction for them.
It is.
Something different.
And something they can read too. A lot of the card tricks involve reading and
Yes.
reasoning and creative thinking. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me, guys.
Yay!
Thank you.
We have time for one more guest? Do we? Ladies, we are introducing
Oh, thank you.
our friend. I need to get my glasses now
Okay.
so I can formally introduce Tony.
Oh, thank you very much, Cheryl. You can have these copies.
Yay!
Easier.
This is Tony, and he is an improvisational fellow. And if he wants to do some improv, we'll enjoy watching him. He's going to tell us about his Wave Street Studios presenting a new global web series, the Improvisational Arts Monterey. Yes?
Yes, shall we sit?
We shall.
Okay, you take that.
And you sit there
I'll sit here. And,
in the seat of honor.
You're going to join us as guests.
Now,
right.
will he be heard?
Say again?
Should we move this over for him?
Oh, yeah, right here.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, thank you.
What a wonderful show.
Yep. Oh, great. So, yeah, let's talk.
Let us talk.
Yeah, well, we are having Improvisational Arts Monterey, sponsored by Wave Street Studios. They are the sponsor. and they are
Fantastic.
hosting it. And there are two very important things about this.
And when is this event?
Okay, there are two dates. First date is Friday night, August 18th,
Okay,
and Friday night, September 1.
okay.
So 2 dates are scheduled at this time.
So the first one's during Car Week.
Well, that's fine with me.
So that's going to mean you're going to get lots and lots of traffic from Car Week. Dare I say traffic from Car Week?
Oh, well,
Yay.
I'm good on that.
Exactly. Excellent.
We want improvisational artists, which I'll talk with you more about, to attend, perform, and produce. That's the object here. It's all improvised. It's like this conversation that you and I are having. We've never had this conversation before.
No, we couldn't even figure out what was in that little tube a few seconds ago.
Okay, well,
Right, right.
whatever. You and I have never had this
No, we have
conversation
not.
before. We're having it now.
Yes.
And you and I are improvising this conversation. We're having a dialogue and a conversation. Okay. Improvisational Arts Monterey is similar, and we employ the following arts, to name a few: music, dance, theater, and visual arts. Both visual arts that are painted and drawn, and electronic visual arts, computer-generated graphics. It's mind-blowing. So we are about that community of artists. It's an open community. It's an association, an open community of that genre of artists. Now, some artists take a long time in their development to get to this level, and some get there very quickly. So we're not about structure. This is not about coming to play your favorite song. We don't want to hear your favorite song. And we certainly have no interest in, and do not encourage and will not even allow you to play someone else's favorite song. Or any other art that you are copying. Like we don't want you to come here and copy a Gauguin. It's not what we do. What we do is improvise. Okay, you make it up on the spot. It's called make it up. And it's very inspiring as a result. It's very inspiring, very creative. It's free form, improvisational. Now, there are some structure. There is some structure in this, in that we divide the evening. It's an internet video recording. See, it's not just about doing this. It's about doing this and internet video recording. Because we, as improvisational artists, understand that there's a huge value, because it only occurs once, in the internet video recording. It's all about the internet. A family friend of mine recently, within the last year, has coined the term the Internet of Everything. And
Okay.
that's John Chambers. He's the CEO of Cisco Systems.
Could you give me an example
Yes.
of improvisational, besides just our speaking, something that would be presented?
Okay, here, I'll clap for you. Never clapped that way before. That was totally improvised. And that's it, okay?
Okay, so a group of people are sitting around doing anything they want.
Close.
I mean,
well, you're on to it.
Kinda.
But let me help you here a little bit. There is direction. Again, we divide the evening up into pieces, performances.
Okay,
And there's a producer for each performance. and you could be a producer, which I think you are. And you can select from the pool of artists that come to the event of all kinds, music, dance, theater, visual arts, and give them some sense of what you're about, of what you want. Here's an example. I'm going to produce piece number 1. And the concept is sun, water, food.
Okay.
Okay? And so I want you as the drummer. Have you be the drummer. I
Okay.
think you
Give
be-
us all a role. Perfect.
You be the drummer.
I'm the drummer.
Okay.
We have 3 minutes and I will drum.
Yeah, 3 minutes is good. There you go. And you sing sun.
Sing, sun.
Sun. You talk about the sun. And you talk about water. And I'll talk about food. And I'll also continue the narrative. Speak louder. Speak up. And I can duck. So I want you to not talk now. You talk. You don't have to talk at the same time. I'll let you drum the entire time. You're on to it. The sun moves you forward. Water. Oh, that's good. Water makes you honest, which I think you'll appreciate.
The drummer has 30 seconds, according to the box.
And food keeps you alive. Sun, tell me, son. Water. Food. Thank you. That's good. Beautiful.
Everyone, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I've been a drummer. I've been mystified. I want to say one more time, ladies, thank you so much. This in no way, please show the faces as we go out. Please catch me and others next month, first Thursday of the month. All right, we're going to have jewelry people. We're going to have all kinds of interesting, just like we did today. We're going to have a wonderful mix of bohemian individuals.
Yes.
And excited to see you.
Yeah.
So we're going to go out looking at pictures of Tyler, yes?
Correct. Tyler,
So-
my son, Abraham.
So do remember, Car Week, have a ball, but do it carefully. Have a ball, have a great time, eat, drink, and be safe.
Keep your phones down, out of your hand.
Drink and drive. I mean, don't drink and drive. And if you're gonna drive, don't drink. You're gonna drink, be responsible.
And Tyler never drove drunk, they said. That was the first time that night.
All it takes is once.
That one time. The one
Be
time.
safe. Thank you.